Stop what you're doing. Right now, as you watch this, there are 12,500 nuclear weapons pointed at cities around the world, enough to end civilization 50 times over. China is building the largest navy in history, and military experts say the Taiwan invasion window is now. Russia's war in Ukraine continues with no end in sight. The Middle East has exploded into multi-front conflict, and every expert you ask gives the same answer. Not if, but when. So here's the question nobody wants to ask out loud. Is World War III inevitable? And if it happens, will any of us survive it? Let's start with the math, because the numbers are terrifying. There are currently over 30 active armed conflicts worldwide, the highest number since World War II. Global military spending exceeds $2.5 trillion annually. That's nearly $7 billion every single day spent preparing to kill each other. The US has 750 military bases in 80 countries. China's military expansion continues at record pace. Russia's nuclear doctrine has been updated to lower the threshold for nuclear use. And here's the kicker. Every single condition that preceded World War I and World War II exists today. Rising nationalism, economic instability, competing empires, military buildups, entangling alliances, declining hegemon facing rising challenger. We've seen this movie before. It ended with 85 million dead. Now, let's talk about the flashpoints, the places where World War III could actually start. Number 1. Taiwan. China considers it a breakaway province. The US has committed to defending it. 90% of the world's advanced semiconductors are made there. Military analysts say the next few years are critical. Xi Jinping wants reunification. The People's Liberation Army has been conducting invasion rehearsals monthly. The US is openly wargaming the scenario. American leadership has stated they would defend Taiwan militarily. If China invades, the US intervenes, Japan gets pulled in, South Korea mobilizes, and suddenly you have the three largest economies on Earth at war. This isn't speculation. This is active planning by multiple militaries right now. Number 2. Ukraine and Russia. The war continues. Hundreds of thousands dead. Russia controls significant Ukrainian territory. NATO weapons are killing Russian soldiers daily. Putin has repeatedly threatened nuclear escalation. Russia recently updated its nuclear doctrine to include response to conventional attacks supported by nuclear powers. That's aimed directly at NATO. If a NATO member gets directly hit, Article 5 triggers collective defense, all of NATO versus Russia. And Russia's allies, China, Iran, North Korea, have to choose sides. North Korea has already sent troops and ammunition. China provides economic lifeline. Iran supplies drones. This isn't proxy war anymore. It's coalition war. One miscalculation, one missile lands in Poland or Romania, and we're in World War III. Number 3. The Middle East. This is where everything went critical. Hamas attacked Israel. Israel invaded Gaza. Hezbollah attacked from Lebanon. Israel responded with massive airstrikes. Houthis in Yemen started attacking Red Sea shipping. The US bombed Yemen. Iran launched direct ballistic missile attacks on Israel multiple times. Israel struck deep inside Iran, hitting military facilities near Tehran and Isfahan. We're not approaching regional war. We're in it. Israel has nuclear weapons, estimated at 90 warheads. Iran is enriching uranium to 60%, just below weapons grade, 90%. The US backs Israel absolutely. Russia and China back Iran, diplomatically and economically. Syria's in chaos. Iraq has Iranian militias. Yemen's Houthis have shut down Red Sea shipping, costing the global economy billions. One more escalation. Israel hits Iranian nuclear facilities. Iran closes Strait of Hormuz. 20% of world's oil stops flowing. Oil hits $200 a barrel. Global recession triggers. Every major power has interests. US protects Israel and oil flow. China needs Middle East energy. Russia arms Iran. Saudi Arabia fears Iran. Turkey plays both sides. One match, and it all explodes. Number 4. India and Pakistan. Two nuclear powers, nearly 400 nuclear warheads combined. They've fought for wars. Kashmir is a permanent flashpoint. Terrorist attacks in India consistently blamed on Pakistan. They've been hours from nuclear escalation before, after airstrikes and jet shoot dams. Next terrorist attack, it might not stop. And if India and Pakistan go nuclear, even a limited exchange, scientists predict nuclear winter kills 2 billion people globally from famine. This isn't theory. This is peer-reviewed science. Now, let's talk about why this time is different. Because every generation thinks their war will be the last one. But World War III won't look like World War II. It'll be faster, more total, and more devastating. Here's why. First, cyber warfare. In World War III, the opening move isn't invasion. It's shutting down infrastructure, power grids, water treatment, financial systems, communications. China and Russia have already penetrated critical US infrastructure. Officials have confirmed foreign access to American pipelines and utilities. Russia has probed European power grids. In a conflict, they flip the switch. Lights go out, water stops, banks freeze, food distribution collapses. Chaos in 48 hours. No shots fired. Second, space warfare. Every modern military depends on satellites, GPS, communications, intelligence, missile guidance. In World War III, first battlefield is orbit. Multiple nations have demonstrated anti-satellite weapons. Russia destroyed its own satellite, creating a massive debris field. China has satellite interceptor capabilities. Once conflict starts, satellites start dying. And here's the catastrophic part: Kessler syndrome. Space debris from destroyed satellites creates cascade collisions. Low Earth orbit becomes unusable for generations. No satellites, no GPS, no weather forecasting, no modern communications. Civilization infrastructure collapses. Third, economic warfare. World War III doesn't need to start with bullets. Sanctions, embargoes, financial exclusion. The US freezes China out of SWIFT. China dumps its $800 billion in US Treasury bonds. Dollar confidence collapses. China stops rare earth exports, controlling 80% of global supply. No semiconductors, no electric vehicles, no advanced weapons. Supply chains built over decades shatter in weeks. Modern economies stop. Desperate nations invade neighbors for resources. Economic war becomes shooting war. Fourth, AI and autonomous weapons. We're deploying AI-controlled drones that select targets without humans. Loitering munitions, drone swarms. AI makes kill decisions in milliseconds. Humans can't react fast enough, can't negotiate, can't de-escalate. Algorithm detects threat, engages. Escalation happens at machine speed. War starts before diplomats can pick up the phone. Now let's address the elephant: nuclear weapons. Mutually assured destruction kept peace for 80 years. But the logic is breaking down. Russia has threatened tactical nukes repeatedly. Putin lowered the nuclear use threshold. North Korea has ICBMs that can reach major American cities. They've tested dozens. Pakistan developed tactical battlefield nukes. Everyone's building hypersonic missiles. US, Russia, China. These can't be intercepted. Flight time from launch to impact, 5 minutes. Decision time for leaders, 2 minutes. One false alarm, one panicked leader, and it's over. There are 12,500 nuclear weapons globally. US and Russia possess 11,000. One Ohio-class submarine carries 24 Trident missiles, 192 warheads, enough to destroy 192 cities. There are 14 of these submarines. A full nuclear exchange kills 5 billion in the first week. Nuclear winter kills most survivors. Global average temperature drops 15 degrees Celsius. Agriculture collapses worldwide. Remaining humans fight over canned food in radioactive darkness. This is scientific consensus, not speculation. Historical precedents matter. World War I was impossible. Economies too connected. Royal families intermarried. Then an archduke's assassination triggered 20 million deaths. World War II was supposed to be prevented by the League of Nations. International law would stop aggression. Then Hitler invaded Poland. 85 million died. We always think it can't happen. It always does. Right now, we're living in a repeat of the 1930s. Rising authoritarians, declining democracies, economic anxiety, nationalist rhetoric, military buildups, appeasement failing. We know how this story ends. Why would this time be different? Because we have nukes. That just means when war comes, it ends everything. Let's talk scenarios. Scenario 1. Drift into war. No single trigger. Just escalating proxy wars. Ukraine grinds on. Middle East spreads. Taiwan tensions rise. Cyber attacks increase. Economic warfare intensifies. Each side thinks they're deterring. Both miscalculate. One day deterrence fails. We're at war. Nobody's sure how it started. Scenario 2. Flashpoint war. Taiwan. China invades. US has treaty obligation, responds militarily. Japan invokes security treaty. South Korea mobilizes. North Korea shells Seoul. Russia opens European front. Iran fully attacks Israel. Saudi Arabia enters. Global war, not by design, but by alliance geometry. Scenario 3. Accidental war. Cyber attack spoofs missile launch. AI defense system auto responds. Early warning glitch. Leaders have minutes to decide. Launch or lose arsenal. They launch. Retaliation automatic. War from computer error. It almost happened before, when a Soviet officer didn't report a false alarm and saved the world. Next time, might be AI making the decision. No human to stop it. Scenario 4. Desperation war. Climate refugees. Resource collapse. Water wars. Governments facing domestic collapse attack externally. Unite population against enemy. Grab resources. Nuclear powers facing internal disintegration. Calculate external war is survivable. It isn't. So is World War III inevitable? Historically, the answer is yes. Great power wars happen every 50 to 80 years. It's been over 80 years since World War II ended. We're overdue. Structurally, the answer is yes. Declining hegemon, rising challenger. Thucydides' trap. It's happened 16 times in history. 12 ended in war. Technologically, the answer is yes. Cyber, space, AI, hypersonics. War is faster, more automated, harder to stop. Psychologically, the answer is maybe. Humans are tribal, territorial, bad at long-term thinking, but also capable of cooperation. Question is, which instinct wins? Here's what I know. Every generation thinks their war won't happen, builds deterrence, believes peace is permanent. Always wrong. We've had 2 world wars. The third is mathematically probable. The weapons exist. The tensions exist. The flashpoints exist. Historical patterns exist. We're only missing the spark. And sparks are everywhere. Ukraine continues. Middle East burns. Taiwan invasion preparations advance. India-Pakistan always one incident away. North Korea keeps testing. We're not asking if anymore. We're asking when and will we survive. 3 options. Option 1. Prevent it. Diplomacy. Arms control. De-escalation. Strengthen international institutions. Build trust. Requires compromise, patience, wisdom. Only option that doesn't end in ashes. Right now, nobody's choosing this. Option 2. Prepare for it. Civil defense, shelters, stockpiles, decentralized infrastructure. Switzerland has shelters for 114% of its population. Finland and Norway are building more. Russia's metro system doubles as bunkers. The West, nothing. We're catastrophically unprepared for what's coming. Option 3. Accept it. War is human nature. Cycles repeat. Just wait. Hope we're not the unlucky generation. Maybe deterrence holds 1 more decade. Maybe we're wrong. Or maybe we're just delaying the inevitable. Here's what haunts me. Every world war was unthinkable until it happened. Then it was obvious. We're in the unthinkable phase right now. Experts warn. Militaries prepare. Wars spread. And we scroll past it, because World War III can't happen. Not to us. We're too advanced, too connected. That's what they said before World War I. Before World War II, they were catastrophically wrong. Why would we be right? So here's my question. If you knew World War III was coming in the next 5 years, what would you do differently? Would you learn survival skills, stockpile food and water, move to a neutral country, reconnect with family? Or would you just keep scrolling, hoping you're wrong? Because right now, you still have time. The missiles are still in their silos. The nukes haven't launched. Full-scale world war hasn't started yet. But every day, we move closer. Ukraine grinds on. The Middle East burns. China prepares. India and Pakistan skirmish. North Korea tests closer and closer. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe this is just fear-mongering. Maybe deterrence holds forever. Maybe humanity has evolved past World War. I hope I'm wrong. Desperately. But hope isn't a strategy. And history doesn't care about hope. It cares about power, resources, pride, and miscalculation. And right now, we have all 4 in dangerous abundance. So the question isn't whether World War III is inevitable. The question is, are we going to do anything to stop it? Or are we just going to wait and see? Because if we wait, we already know what happens. We've seen this movie before. It ends with the world on fire. And this time, there might not be a next generation to learn from our mistakes. This time, it might just end. So what are you going to do about it?